back in. Yeah, I'm getting old one. Your buddies today, then. What? Bloody barbel, isn't it?
This is
Are we going to
speed on the golden peg today at Lindholme Lakes. He's come second. As you can see, Hayfield's pellets he uses.
That's that bag. He's had that bag for a year.
Yeah, stretching's on it. Yeah,
Very net 44.
37. They've not weighed them, have they?
It is.
Well done, Mr. Speed. I hope you win the golden peg.
7 ounces, mate, 10, 13, 3 down, 1, 73 left. Got that, mate? Yep. I think they aren't wrong.
Who was? So, with the commercial national coming on, knocking on the door soon in a couple of weeks, the turnouts at Lindholme over the past few weeks have increased dramatically during the midweek matches and the weekend matches. And on this particular match, it was a Thursday match. I think there was 42 in the match. Great turnout. I got there a little bit late. I got stuck in traffic, and I got last peg in the bag, which was peg 41. Which is just a great peg. And to top it off, it was the golden peg as well. And it was quite a windy day. And although it was calm, reasonably calm at the start of the match, I knew the wind was going to pick up looking at the forecast. So my plan was to try and make the most of the long pole, because it's a great long pole peg. There's a bush in front of me. And I wanted to make the most of that particular area before the wind hindered my presentation and stopped me fishing the long pole. So at the start of the match, I fished hard pellet at 14 metres on the deck, which is, I'd say, a metre off the island, off the tree that protrudes out from the island, in the deeper water, and just sprinkling 4mm pellets out of the kinder pot. And I never had a bite. So after 10 minutes, I've swapped to dobbing bread against the island, against the reeds to the left of the tree. Just going up the far shelf, which is a full 16 metres, and I'd say there I just had over 3 foot. So I fished 3/4 depth with a 4x12 rig, just dobbing a 6mm punch piece of bread, and in the first hour I've managed 4 carp on that line. And then eventually it's died where I've not had any more fish. I've tried dobbing in it over areas around the tree, going towards the right of the tree as well, with no bites. And that particular area was the only place just to the left of the tree was where I could just get the odd fish. So when that died, I then swapped to the hard pellet on exactly the same line, but obviously fishing on the deck, sprinkling a few 4mm out, just 1 or 2 at a time every time I tap my pot. 4mm on the hook, 20 hook, 0.12 hook length, and I've caught a few carp, just sprinkling a few 4mm, and then the winds picked up quite dramatically. The only problem was that I couldn't get a bite anywhere else. I couldn't get a bite on the bomb. I couldn't get a bite, let's say, in the middle of the track at 13, 14 metres, so I had to persevere with the 16 metre line. And just to make it a bit easier, I then decided to take my pole pot off, my sprinkle pot, and this was at the time as well where the sprinkling 4mm had kind of like phased out, and it was time to pick my catapult up, feed the odd pellet, A, to make a bit of noise, and B, to aid my presentation a bit better, you know, obviously because it's just easy to hold a pole without a sprinkle pot on when you've got a wind on. The wind didn't look that bad actually on the camera, but on the day it was quite tough, and fishing a full 16 metre was hard work all day. and I've ended up having quite an enjoyable day's fishing. I've caught steady. I wouldn't say I've emptied it, but I've had a good run of fish throughout the day. You know, just catching, just quite steady really. And I've ended up with £73, which has won the match. Picked the golden peg up as well, which was happy days, nice pick up. John Allison was second with £67 off peg 52, and £65 was third. So yeah, great day's fishing.